Structured water exists in nature. It is alive, coherent, and has a negative charge. It is how water flows when unhindered by mankind. One of the main challenges in science, and particularly the science of what we now know as structured water, has been to measure or identify if water is structured or not structured. The primary way that I do this is to use a voltmeter to measure that charge. So I learnt to do this by just putting the voltmeter and antenna into the water as a probe and monitoring the differences. So fast flowing water would give a high negative charge and the slow moving water would give low negative charge. As long as it's flowing, it will have a negative charge. So the other way that we've learnt to measure negative charge or structure in water, because structure really relates to the crystalline structure. It's a hexagonal, six-sided crystal structure. It's highly complex. There's millions and millions of layers of light emitting from these frequencies in the crystal. Now we know that crystals provide energy. That's why we use crystals in computers. So photographing, as we've done through a laboratory in Austria, you can identify those crystals in the water. So that is one of the primary indicators that the water is structured. The other way of identifying structured water would be to do with taste and the effects that it has, particularly on food production. We know that when water is added to plants, that the uptake of nutrients will increase by 2 to 4-fold. So that is a significant measure of water structure. So there is a light frequency that emits from structured water that you will not get from destructured water. Most people on this planet are drinking destructured water and not adding value to their charge, and they're drinking this water unwittingly, thinking that water is just H2O and some inert solid, whereas water is the primary source of our energy. The negative charge of our cells and its potential, that is keeping the cell at its highest potential at a cellular level, that's negative 50 millivolts, and for your heart up to about 110 millivolts. When your cells are at their fullest potential, all of the metabolic processes in your body will work as they should in terms of metabolizing sugars, metabolizing fats, just the process of you breathing and all the other metabolic processes that occur in your body are probably about 1 billion pieces of information per second. The overarching framework for this, let's call it the coat hanger of your life, is the negative charge. And on that hangs all the metabolic processes of life.